Hey trophies, and welcome back to my channel. It is Sophie, your favorite trophy, and I'm back again with another video. Today I wanted to film a video talking about going on a date with my high school crush now that I'm older. When I was in high school, I was not the most, up to date with style and fashion. I'm not gonna say I wasn't beautiful or cute, because I was. I just didn't know it, and I didn't know how to style myself and put on makeup and things like that. So I had a crush on this guy. Of course, he wasn't the only crush I had in high school, but he was one of the guys that I really had a crush on that did not notice me, probably didn't care that probably didn't know I even existed in high school. But when I got back to New York after college, I was using OkCupid because I was tired of Tinder. Like, as we all know, Tinder is known for the hookups. It's known for, like, it's not exactly known for its a good reputation. So I was trying OkCupid, and while I was on OkCupid, I saw that this guy was on there and he looked so familiar, and I was like, wait, is this the guy that I went to school with that I totally had a crush on? And yes, it was him. So I'm gonna give him a fake name because we don't name drop on my channel. I'm not gonna put anyone's name that I know in the past. I verified that it's him because he has the same pictures from on his Instagram that is on OkCupid, and we were following each other on Instagram for 2 or 3 years now. Remind you, this is after I went to college, the glow up, all that stuff. So I swiped to like him and we matched. Did I hit him up first or did he hit me up first? I think I hit him up first because I'm someone, if I'm gonna talk to you, I'm not gonna, if I like you and I see you on a dating app, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I have to wait for him to hit me up. I'm gonna hit you up. Come on now, we're not gonna waste time. We're adults here, we're not children. So I hit him up. I'm like, hey, I think I said, hey, did we go to school or did you go to school? Start the conversation. And then he replies back, and then I think we go silent for a while. He did say something, but I don't think I replied or anything, or I wasn't paying attention to him or whatever. And so it was a while, some time passed, and then I hit him up again, and I was I replied to whatever he said, and it was boring conversation, honestly. And we make a date to go out. So he says, oh, we can go out near Forest Hills because that's an active area in Queens. So we were okay, we could just meet up here because there's a lot of restaurants and places to shop and walk around. So y'all so when you're younger and you think, oh, this guy is so cool, or this person is so cool, they have all these qualities, blah blah blah, you are the one who bigs the person up. Sometimes the person isn't even all that in a bag of chips, but in your head you make it seem like that. So that's technically what I did with this person. We meet up and we are on the date now. I'm there. I believe he was a little late too, which is red flag. Late, come on now. We meet up, we start walking on Austin Street, which is in Forest Hills. This is this long street that has the shops, restaurants, blah blah blah. And so we're walking and stuff, and we're talking, trying to get to know each other, and it's honestly forced conversation. I know I'm a very quiet person. I'm not someone who's yeah blah blah blah, whatever. I can be quiet and I can be a little bit reserved, but I feel I was trying to be bubbly and open and things like that. We're walking, talking, and we're just getting to know each other. I was okay, so tell me some other stuff about you, blah blah blah. And he was like, okay, well, like, what do you want to know? And I was like, oh, so I think we talked about like some political stuff, because it was 2019 and 2020, you know, was the election. So I think we were talking about that, because it was like we're going into the next year, and like campaigning and stuff started happening and picking like people. And so we were talking about that, and I forget what he said, but he was like really passionate about it. I was just like, okay, yeah, like, you know, totally. But I feel like this is another thing that bothers me, especially in New York. Like, people are so, like, I get it, like, I get like you're passionate about whatever it is you're passionate about, but at the same time, it's like, if you go against even the slightest bit from how they feel and things like that, they get so triggered and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, I'm the kind of person, like, I'm not gonna argue with you. Like, I don't care if that's how you feel, that's how you feel, but that's like how I feel, and I'm gonna dead the conversation, but I got your number. Yeah, so that happened. And I remember also we were walking, okay, and he was like, oh yeah, like, you mentioned that we went to school together, like you went to Forest Hills High School. And I was like, yeah, like I went to Forest Hills High School. And he was like, oh wow, like, you know, I don't really remember you, like I don't remember us talking. And I was like, yeah, because I was a loner, depressed, and didn't dress cute, so yeah, you didn't notice me, duh. But anyways, so we are on the date or whatever, and we decided to go to Bear Burger. If you know Bear Burger, it's like organic, so like nice burgers. It's like healthier burgers, even though you're eating meat and like cheese and all that stuff. We're sitting eating, and once again the conversation feels forced. Like, I'm trying to be bubbly and like, you know, talk and like bring up things, but he, like, you know, I don't know, like he, like, something was just not there. Well, we finished eating. The time comes for the bill to be paid, and I'm the kind of person, like, when I go on the first date, like, I'm not going to force someone to pay for my meal, because one, I don't want you to ever think that I need you to pay for anything for me, because you don't. I can afford it myself, yes. But I think if you're going on a date with someone and it's the first date, and like you ask the person out, like, why wouldn't you pay? Just pay for the meal, bro. Like, you asked me out. I don't know, I just don't like it. I just don't like when guys don't pay on the first date. But at the same time, I wouldn't be like on the date like, oh, like, I'm not gonna pay or refuse to pay. Like, no, like, I will, you know, whatever. So the bill comes, and he was like, oh, so like we'll split it. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So when that happened, I was already in my mind like, no sir, this man is not for me. I'm happy that we are concluding it, because I had to really struggle with this conversation. The vibe was not there, and you're making me split the bill? Ew, gross. So yes, I want to say, like, maybe it was because at this time, like, as I said, I just came back from school, so we both would have technically been like maybe still struggling college students slash struggling graduates trying to find a job in New York City. But I feel like I personally wouldn't go on a date with someone if I wasn't planning on paying. Like, if I was a guy and I'm going on a date with a girl, like, no, like, I'm paying for the first date, and I'm paying for, like, you know, whatever it is, like, I would do that, you know what I mean? And I'm not the kind of person, I don't want it to come off like, oh, especially with the wage gap and stuff like that, he has to pay all the time. No, like, when I'm in a relationship, I will pay up, I will spoil, I'll do whatever, you know, I am just that kind of person. But it just shows me that you're interested in the person when you pay for the first meal as a guy. Because, like, when you think about it, for example, you see this full face of makeup, right? This full face, all the products that I use, some $50, some $35, $20. And I know you're saying like, oh, you chose to wear makeup, you choose to do that. But it's like, if you're accepting this person, you're accepting that that's like how their lifestyle is, who they want to be. So it just costs more to be a female in society than a male. That's just me. You guys could judge me all you want. That's what it is. But I do want to say that you just really make people sometimes bigger than they are in your head. You maybe, like me, get the opportunity to go out with your crush from high school and realize that they really weren't like as cool as you thought they were, or you know, sometimes people are just popular people and the hype really wasn't what you thought it was gonna be. But yeah, I'm not like trying to hate this person, like dude, like you're cool, you're just not cool for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of the time that I went out with my crush and it didn't turn out how I expected. But like, he's cool, he's a good person, like I'm not trying to hate him, it's just my experience. Don't ever let people who either reject you or don't notice you make you feel bad about yourself, because sometimes those people aren't even really as cool or as interesting or as, you know, whatever you think. They're not what you're thinking sometimes, but sometimes people are really cool. Thank you guys for watching. As always, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below and share it. Share it. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear other people's thoughts, so you know what to do. As always, I'll see you guys on the flip side.